How's it going, guys? Welcome to this beautiful pack. I've been following this pack for a while. We're playing Sky Factory 4 today, and I have been following it, but not too much, if you know what I mean. So pretty much, I've been waiting for it to be released. I've been super excited about it, but I haven't been watching any streams on it from Bacon and Donuts. I haven't seen anything else on YouTube yet. I wanted to do a completely dry run of this, just by myself, no outside source. Maybe if I get stuck, I will get stuck, but I won't cave and go and look at other people's stuff. I want to have fun with this. I want to, have the challenge. So I did do a little bit of studying, I guess you could say. I played for about 20 minutes, not too much, not at all. I got a couple trees, that's about it. So we're gonna jump right into things because, if you've played Sky Factory before or any Skyblock at all, it's grindy. There's a lot of grinding in this, and I think I can make it enjoyable so that you don't have to, suffer through a lot of, the stuff that's unsightly, things you don't want to see. And I believe I can cut in the right spot. So if I'm doing a good job, make sure to let me know in the comments by leave a like, subscribe. If you're here and you've seen some of my other videos, be sure to do that. If not, just enjoy. We're gonna be jumping right into this. I'm doing just the basic stuff that you do on any skyblock, pretty much. At least the ones that you start out with a tree on. Is that we're just building out a platform to catch the saplings and for some walking room. So let's go ahead, break this extra block that I got, and whoop. I love what they did here. If you've played Sky Factory 3, you can see a difference. The sky is much nicer. I love it. They did a great job on it. And come on, twerk it. There we go. They did keep in vein mine, which is nice. I'm happy about that. There's a lot of new mods in here. There's a lot of new stuff. So I'm going to be comparing this to Sky Factory 3, of course, for a long time. And the way you get your materials is way different. So the way you get different materials is through logs. Especially, I think that's the only way that you can get them. We'll see in the future if we can, when I start digging through all these pages and whatnot. But for now, like for dirt, we have this. We're getting dirt resin and dirt acorns from these trees. So that's how we get our dirt, and then that's how we get our cobblestone, gravel, stone, all of our other different stuff. But then we have to progress from this one tree into all the other stuff. And there's a couple things I did get a little stuck on, but hopefully it doesn't hold us back too much. There's a couple things that, I only played for 20 minutes, so I didn't dig in super hard into this pack yet. But I'm gonna do a little bit of grinding here. I don't want you guys to sit here through the whole thing. I don't have a lot of speech written out for you. So I'm going to do a little cut here. I'm going to grind out a couple stacks of dirt, or probably of just, the resin and whatnot. And then when I'm ready for you, we'll be back. So we're nearing on night here. I got a little platform going. We got a little bit more dirt. We are ready to progress a little bit. So let's go ahead, take a look into the achievement book here, because it's very different from anything I've seen. We're working, what is this mod called? It's Sky Orchards, and it's utilizing bonsai trees, which is going to be fun, I think. From what I've been looking at, it looks interesting. So they're pretty cheap things, and I know that we can somehow, let's go back here, and we can use different dirts to make the trees grow faster and drop rates are higher, stuff like that. From what I can tell, at least, that's what it is, and that's pretty exciting. And let's admire the small details here. Look at this torch. This torch is fantastic. I love it. All the stuff is like that. Like, see those all the little particle effects? That's amazing. Hopefully it doesn't cause us problems in the future. You know, that's a lot for a game to render. I'm running this on 12 gigs of RAM, so we'll see. This should be enough. Well, I'm between 12 and 14. I just randomized it. But anyhow, this is where we're at, and it's time to progress a little bit. So we can eat our acorns here. We just have to cook them or dry them. And, or not dry them. We do have to cook them, because if we dry them, it turns them into different stuff, but we're getting into that. So let's take a look. Which ones do we need first? This is the petrified sapling, and this is how we get cobblestone. So this is exactly where we're going first. So if we go into cobblestone, we'll see if I go through right here, our sapling, it's just petrified acorns around a dirt sapling. And to get these, we either go through a dehydrator, which we can't make, or we go on a drying rack, which we can make, and it takes about a minute. So let's go ahead, craft up a few of those. Let's get all these turned. We can go something like that. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Or at least I think that should make 8 of them. Yep. Voila. And we can take those. I'm going to put these just kind of like right here. We'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll probably make some more in a little bit just to make it look nice. But these can be slapped on just like so. Let's go ahead and clean this up. I'm gonna just be doing this as they grow for now. I'm not gonna really be working too hard on these. And then we can take our dirt acorns, right onto the drying rack. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I skipped a number. Anyhow, so once we get to that, we can make, I don't think I need anything else. I think that is all that we need to make this sapling. Yeah, we just need 8 to make 1 petrified sapling. And then we don't have to keep doing this recipe because they'll just drop from the tree. So it gets easier as you progress, as it should be. So let's go ahead, chop this down. We really just have to wait out, you know, these little guys, because they're at 60%. So, I mean, it's 60 seconds. So let's go ahead, look at some other stuff, because there are some things we need to make, or can make. We can make this tub, the crushing tub. I came into some problems with this. It's not really a problem with the design, it's just I don't understand it quite yet. And this is just 2 planks, and I need more slabs like so. So let's do slabs, planks, crushing tub. Done. Break this tree. Move on. I'm going to put the crushing tub over here. And from what I know, you have to add like water, mud, stuff like that to, you know, other things. And I was trying to get sap. That's where I got stuck before I started doing all of this. And that's probably where I'll get stuck again and have to take a decent pause to figure that one out. But anyhow, we got our dirt sapling with our petrified acorns. To get our petrified sapling, we can go ahead, plant that one down, and start, you know, getting stuff from here. And that's where we move on, because I'll be generating that for a while. We got this. We're gonna have to, you know, or I'm gonna have to go ahead and get a bunch of those trees grown to get some cobblestone, so we can get a furnace, so I can, you know, get some food, because that's our first, you know, game food is eating these acorns that we cook. Next up, I'm going to move on to this clay sapling, which is also quite easy. Clay sapling is these clay acorns around a dirt sapling, or because you can't just make clay acorns, we have this recipe down here, which is 3 petrified resin, a dirt resin, and a dirt sapling. So it's quite an easy recipe. I just have to actually get said resin. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to get a few saplings, get everything going again, and I'll see you in a second. So here we go, we got 8 cobblestone. This is gonna be enough to get us started with a furnace. I am, like, you can eat acorns without cooking them, right? But look, it gives you about a little over half of a hunger chunk and a tiny bit of saturation. It's horrible. So we need to upgrade that, and this is the way to do it. Let's go ahead. I want to go ahead and get a little bit of coal going. I don't want to just burn through all our wood. It's not like we don't have an excess amount of it. I mean, we have plenty to go around, but this just makes things easier. And we'll just kind of start getting that cooked up, because I'm doing okay on hunger. I just ate a ton of acorns. And a nice part is, alright, so my crook is technically out, correct? So what we can do, and I like this a lot, is that we can reuse that crook. It just doesn't, you know, go away. I do wish it would take, you know, as much as it could. That would be nice. But, you know, it's not a perfect world. So, you know, it can't be too easy, correct? You know? So that it is what it is. Oh no, I did not want that. Oops. Anyhow, I am just going through collecting a bunch of, well, that was I guess I broke a lot of it. But just planting a bunch of stuff that we already have. But now we can move on. This was a big thing that I wanted, was this furnace, so that we could start, you know, getting some coal, able to cook some stuff. Now we can move on through our book. And so far I'm really enjoying this pack, by the way. I have to go out and say that, because this pack is fantastic so far. I'm loving it. We do have everything for this clay sapling. So let's go ahead, create that. Voila. This will push us through a little bit. So I'll go ahead and place that down. I want to start looking into the bonsai stuff, right? So let's see if I can just do @bonsai. Yeah. All right. So I think that we can go ahead and get bricks. Is going to be from this clay, correct? And we're not too far off, because we're going to be making that. I believe that there's a spot in here for it. The Age of Farming. So we got bonsai. Use bonsai pots to grow saplings. Make sure to add dirt, fertile soil, or colored mulch first, and then add sapling. Right click to fully grow trees with an axe to harvest them. So we have these different soils, I guess you could call them. So fertile soil is great. Upgrade your bonsai pot. Brown mulch is in a bonsai pot will decrease growth time and increase drop chances. Yellow mulch will decrease growth time. So maybe we just need to look up what these are, because they're just saying the same thing. And I'm assuming the higher up we go here, the better stuff we get. So let's go into fertile soil, because that should pull it up for us. All right, so that's at rustic. Maybe. Yeah, I don't see that. All right, so let's go into soil again. I guess that's fine. So we need to find, yeah. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. Upgrades bonsai growth and loot drops to growth rate of 117% and a drop chance of 125%. So the better soil we get, you know, the better we're going to be off. And this is how we get all of our resources, so we're definitely going to want to increase on this. I just don't understand why it's not in here. That's my question. Ooh, juices would be nice. Oh, these are potions. That's cool. Oh, that's complicated. Okay. We are not doing that anytime soon. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see the fertile soil. Interesting. Anyhow, I guess we can go into the book. I just didn't want to because they're kind of spelled weird. Oh, just brown. Let's just look up mulch, I guess. See if it's in there. Alright, so we got, yeah, here's all our mulches. And that's part of the inspirations mod. Alright, so what does it take to make some of this? Cocoa beans, cocoa powder, fertilizer, brown dye. What is the fertilizer? Okay, that's a little bit far off for us. Brown mulch. Oh, that's what we're just looking at. Because obviously it's going to get harder and harder because, I mean, 166% growth rate is fantastic. And let's see what the best is. 1000% growth rate. Okay, yeah. So definitely in the future, this is where we need to be. And I think we need to get a bone tree. And that is in here. And I need to work on how to get said bone tree. Because it doesn't seem super easy to me. Because I was struggling with it earlier, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. Let's go ahead, clear up a little bit of this. And if we look at the bone tree, let's just go into bone tree. So we need bone meal around a petrified sapling, or just grow one, but that's not an option. So we need bone meal, right? And to get bone meal, I mean, there's a multitude of ways to do so. We either can make a dark room, start spawning stuff. That is an option. That's not an option. Still need bones. We could do a cauldron with water, but I don't know how to get water quite yet. In Sky Factory 3, there was it was kind of like a cauldron, but you could just put leaves into it or saplings and it would produce water. That is not a thing. We could do this, which is the crushing tub, which makes sense, correct? To put dirt into it, but we need mud. And to get mud, we need water in a cauldron with dirt, gives us mud. But how do I get water? Right? We're still looking at that. Let's see here. Fertile soil gives us more mud, I guess. Or plus mud gives us dirt back. That kind of sucks. So, yeah, this is our predicament that we're in. Let's keep going down the list. We were here. So we're at the crushing tub. And then this one, definitely not. That's a machine. So I need to figure out how to get mud. I need to figure out how to get water. So we're here at water. Water is not too simple either because we got a light well, which needs ice. There's a lot of things that require for it to be ice. You know, ice, more ice. That takes water. That's not getting water. Or is it? Does this just give us water? Just a sapling. Is it any other sapling? Or is it just a cottonwood sapling? Because we have that option in right here, which is this one. Yeah, cottonwood sapling. Yeah. So we can go ahead and do this. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna go. Because to get the bone sapling, I think... No, because to get this cotton sapling, we're gonna need bone meal because of that line, I think. So let's look at cottonwood. We got our cottonwood sapling. That's, yeah, because bone meal is this. I think that's the only way. And somehow we're gonna have to get a jungle sapling. Interesting. Yeah, which is gonna require mud, which is water. And it hasn't rained yet. I wonder if we have to wait for rain? I doubt it. There has to be a way to make it. I know that to make a cauldron, it's just like this. So we'll make a few of these. Just like so. I'll place them over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got our cauldrons. You know, this is nothing terribly new. So I'm gonna go ahead, try to figure out how to get water. And if I ever figure it out, you'll see it. Okay, guys. So it's been like 10 minutes, and I was trying my hardest to, you know, figure this out. I was going through all the, you know, GUI, everything. And it's really a lot. It's really simple, and I'm upset with myself because what is this thing called? A crushing tub. You know, how do you crush stuff without tools? Use yourself. And I accidentally jumped on it, and yeah, that's how this whole thing works. So yeah, I need to push it in a little bit because I only got 7 and I needed 8, but it's not the end of the world. So that's how that is done, and I'm not mad about it at all. It's just I feel like I should have gotten that a little sooner. It shouldn't have taken me like half an hour, because before I was even playing or even recording, I was, you know, trying to figure that part out. And I guess sap is just a byproduct. You know, I was trying to figure out how to get sap to make what I was doing. But yeah, you know, it's actually pretty cool. I like it. Good inclusion of into the game. So I need one more piece of dirt. I have so much resin. I need to figure out like something else to do with resin. So one more dirt. We're gonna put that in there. Pop. No. All right, this is getting moved right now. Right now. Yeah, my axe broke, so I'm just gonna have to break this. Or just put it right there. Beautiful. So I'll dig up one more piece of dirt. We'll place it here. Voila. Okay, so we got our 8, and I believe it's around a petrified sapling, but we don't really need to do any guesswork here. It is petrified with 8 bone meal. Boom, we have a bone sapling. That was really easy. That's a really good touch to it. I will say that. But we can move on, right? So we got our bone sapling. We need a gravel sapling. We're gonna be progressing decently today. And I'm actually really excited how far we're progressing. And so let's do gravel. If I can click. So we'll do gravel sapling. This is, well, gravel acorns around a petrified sapling. But how do I get that? We need to put petrified acorns. Oh, that's easy. So let's grab, if I have any. Yeah, I do. I have plenty. I need 8 of these. So let's separate 8, because it does... Oh, goodness. There we go. It does place them all in there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Voila. And I'm pretty sure eventually we'll have to clean this out. So we have our gravel acorn. Let's go ahead, click here, click there, voila. We also have a gravel sapling. And I'm definitely going to need to start cleaning up my inventory here. So first things first, do we have drawers? Ooh. Applied energistics storage. Interesting. Alright, so we don't have the drawers I wanted. So we'll just make some simple chests. We'll just make a few. That was probably a little few too many, but that's okay. And we can just start putting in all our resin with our saplings, acorns. I think we'll go in one chest. You know, wood. You know, and byproducts. will go in the other. Just like so. Look at that, nice clean inventory. There's nothing better. Not too much better, at least. So there we go. Let's start. And that's one thing I wish vanilla had, where you could just middle click and it cleans up your inventory. That'd be beautiful. Let's look at uses for this. There is no liquid dirt. Interesting. We can get from resin more liquid dirt. Interesting. Packager. What are you? You don't look terribly hard to make. Light blue dye. I mean, that's lapis and bone meal. Or just a blue powder. Where did blue powder come from? Where's lapis come from? Can we grow lapis? That'd be cool. Because that packager looks fantastic. The ability to actually just automatically start combining stuff together is going to be a huge need. Looks like it's a little bit out there for the lapis at least. But that's okay. I'm not too hurt about it. So we got our gravel. So we can do that. And let's continue on. We got a little bit left to go that we can start doing today. Let's go ahead and grab. We need our clay saplings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do a bunch just because it increases our odds. We'll place a gravel sapling over here. And of course, that's the first thing that pops up. Voila. So pretty much, all we're gonna do, I just need a few, and I'm hoping a couple spawn. That's not the one I wanted, but that's okay. Because we're gonna need probably just one, actually. I think we probably have enough, to be honest with you. So let's get rid of all this. Let's go into here. Oh, we're missing one, but I think I already had a clay, to be honest. Here we go. So let's go ahead and break this. We can go ahead and make a bucket, because that is part of our tree. So we have bucket. Okay, we got the cauldron. Now we can move on to our cottonwood sapling. Now what will that take? And I'm sorry if I'm speeding through some of this. I'm trying to get through the pack pretty quickly for you guys, because I know that everybody's doing this stuff. And everybody's first episode is this, so I'm trying to, push past them as fast as I can to try to give you the most interesting, experience possible. We are going to be making some fertilized dirt here soon, or some fertilized land, and a bonsai pot probably in the next episode. I'm going to do a bunch of grinding off camera once we get some of these trees. Let's see here. Is this really the only way? Is a jungle sapling. Interesting. Now how do I get the sapling? And the vine, for that matter. We're gonna have to get in the mystical agriculture already? Interesting, we are. Okay. So if we go back, let's look at this. So yeah, we are no way. Because I didn't even have lapis logs. Or it can be any log with Inferium Essence and a tier 1 seed. Inferium Essence comes from Seed Replicator, interesting, which seems expensive in my opinion. No, I want Seed Replicator, there we go. Yeah, iron, solarium. Okay, so we're on the wrong path here. This is not, oh, that scared the heck out of me. Interesting. So we need this cottonwood. There is no other way to go to get it besides the cottonwood acorn, and the acorn can't be made. Can you be made, actually? Let's do R on that. Yeah, no, we can't make it. Like, we can't dry it like the other ones were. Let's see here. So junglewood, market. Market is pretty cheap. That's wool, but we need this cottonwood tree to get the wool. this is what makes wool. If you didn't pick that up, well, it gives us string, and then we can turn string into wool. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to do a little bit of grinding here, guys, and a lot more research, so I'm gonna leave it there. This has been amazing. I love this pack so much so far. It's been great, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Please leave your feedback. I'm probably gonna record the second episode right away, so I won't see your feedback before the next episode. But I definitely will see it before episode 3. So I want to know your tips. If I'm missing something, let me know. Like I said, I'm not looking anything up online. This is all just a dry playthrough, so that's why it might look a little rough. So give me your tips, give me your suggestions. Let me know if I'm missing something. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know by hitting that like button, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of my content and always be here when it's released. I am now releasing, I'm trying to release 2 episodes a week. I won't say that on my info page, but I am trying. So look forward to it, and I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye.